If you come from a neighborhood that's impoverished and you get an opportunity and you make some success, invest in your neighborhood. Your government's not.
50,000 he took on.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so that's really what's happening with these contracts.
Well, I'm glad y'all broke it down because I got my GED in San Quentin.
Took a loss, you got your first victory, and I'm 2-0.
Marquez ain't hitting as hard as pro.
Rodney Cobb?
Yeah.
Bradley wins, Pacquiao, and that's Marquez. Boy, you can call out for it.
Let's go. Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Sports. I'll be your host for tonight's show. My name is Paulo Liwanag. To my right, furthest right, we have the neighborhood sports analyst.
The number one neighborhood sports analyst, and I want to say, Giants must walk the earth, California Republic, baby.
Oh, yeah. To my left, we have Jeremiah. What you doing on the left there, boy?
Man, I'm just trying to hang with the big guys.
Hanging with the big dogs.
And the first lady.
And to my right, we have the first lady of Let's Talk Sports, Miss Nene.
Nay.
Woo, good to have you back on. Good to have you back on. Let's get it started and popping. First up, what happened yesterday? The World Series, the Giants, 3 times in 5 years.
Yeah, he said what happened like it was a bad thing.
Well, you know, I think, man, you know, being a Giants fan for so many years, wanting them to win World Series, and like Giants was kind of like the Cleveland Indians, never could get it done. Now all of a sudden they just winning championships like the 49ers was, and they hate it.
Hey, when you say couldn't get it done, what you referring to? Because I remember cold nights at Candlestick where there was a lot of seats.
Yeah, well, couldn't get it done. We talking about winning championships, man.
Yeah.
And it was we were second fiddle to the A's, the Dodgers, for so many years.
But when have we made it to the championship and lost? 89.
04,
Okay,
89.
you a little bit older than 02.
Hold on. And I remember, okay, we lost in 02, but before that,
That was painful.
I remember making it to the playoffs. No, hold on. We had the 103 wins and didn't make the playoffs.
103 wins.
Right? And then we also had the year we lost to the Mets. We won the first game, lost 3 straight, and they was talking about trading Barry Bonds. You know, the only thing kept Barry Bonds a Giant is he hit the 70 home runs after that. That's the only thing kept him a Giant.
You know what I find interesting with that 103-win team? Didn't even make the playoffs. That team would smash all 3 of our World Series teams right now.
I agree. They had career years. You know what? Barry Bonds, it was like 7 to 8 players that had career years that year. Robbie Thompson, the 2 pitchers,
Billy
Swift,
and John
Berkey.
Hey, 2010ers don't know who that is.
Royce Clayton was having a career year, and so was Darren Lewis. And see, hold on. And it was almost like it wasn't meant for them to make it because they missed about 1 game. I remember the game earlier that season, they was up 8-0 on the Phillies, came back to lose. And then the next season, they had the freaking wild card. You know what I'm saying? It was just like things in place for us not to make it.
See, 2010ers, they know it's a rivalry between the Giants and the Dodgers. That was the first time I ever heard Tommy Lasorda speak. When they eliminated us and he was going off, he was cussing, and he was referring back to the 50s and the 60s when the Giants eliminated the Dodgers. I said, this man really hates the Giants. 2010ers, they don't know that. Like, this is real hate. They just see a rivalry like the Niners and Cowboys. Those rivalries go away. This Giants-Dodgers is here forever.
Well, now, you know, the Niners and Cowboys, we don't want to, you know, that's a real rivalry over championships. But this rivalry, the Giants and Dodgers, it traveled coast, man. It started off in the East Coast and then went over to the West Coast.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like those teams impacted the East so much that they came up with the Mets. You look at the Mets, they got Dodgers colors. And then they came up with the New York Football Giants. Yeah. You know, so it's like, wow, it's interesting thing. But then see, the Giants also stopped the Dodgers from making it to the playoffs too 1 year when they had Strawberry and all those guys too. And it was like the last game of the season, same scenario. Yeah. But what I remember was Matt Williams talking so much sheesh. So we're going to beat the Dodgers every game next season. That's what I remember.
Yeah. Let's see. So, yes or no? Giants a dynasty team now?
Not even a yes or no. It's a of course.
Yeah, dynasty. Definitely a dynasty.
Wow, that's a big deal, Nate.
Yeah, dynasty.
That's a
What-
because
this
you
is
know
what
That's big
surprised
us from
me.
an A's fan.
Yeah, I'm an A's fan. This is what surprised me though. I didn't think they was gonna do anything this year because they were terrible.
Yeah.
Pitching sucked, and it's like what I don't know what happened. Like they turned it up at the end of the year and just smashed it.
At the right
But I
time.
knew one thing I did know when they get to the playoffs is something magical that happens with them. They get to the playoffs and they just look like a great team.
I think I heard Bochy say something about they played to get to October because baseball is 160 games.